Hey, welcome to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. I'm your host, Perry Black, and we're right here at Second Chance Youth Ranch, and it's December the 23rd. It's the eve of Christmas Eve. We've got Billy and Rachel right here in their home, and we're going to share with you how you can be involved in changing the lives of the world one heart at a time. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. This is our Christmas show. Billy and Rachel, this is December the 23rd.
Yay, it's almost time.
This is Christmas Eve. Oh, I tell you, I'm so excited. And there's nothing better than a hot mug of cocoa for Christmas, is there? Oh, don't burn yourself. And, you know, that's called acting. Here we are at Second Chance Youth Ranch, and it's the eve of Christmas Eve, and excitement is building. All the houses are decorated, and both our campuses in town and out here in the country, all the trees are up, the lights are on, the gifts are wrapped.
Stockings are full.
Oh gosh, and we're about to fill our bellies. There's nothing, I can't think of anything more exciting than opening gifts with children at Christmas.
It's fun.
It's the best day of the entire year, for sure.
Yeah.
Just watching them get so excited, and you know, the paper and the mess, and we love too, like our donors are so sweet.
Yeah.
We have our kids make a list of what they want, just, you know, because all year you go to the store and what do they say? I want this, I want that. And you say, well, put it on your Christmas list.
So the kids get to make a list.
They get to make a list.
Do they get everything on their list?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, kind of like anybody's
like
house.
anybody else, but they get a lot of stuff on their list, and so when they open their presents, it's things that they've been wanting and hoping for all year, and I mean, it's the best moment. Every year is my favorite moment.
Well, I was sharing it in between what we've been doing on air. One year I got a catcher's mitt for Christmas as a little boy, which to this day baffles me because I played center field. So I still don't know why Mama bought me a catcher's mitt, except we didn't have a lot of money. But you know what? I was excited to get a glove because I had previously played baseball in the outfield barehanded. Now I didn't play on a team, but we played out in the yard. You hit the ball, we had to catch it, you know. But in the country folks know, and this is country living out here at the ranch. In country living, you caught baseballs with bare hands and you ran on gravel in bare feet.
That's a fact.
And if you couldn't run on gravel, you didn't have any business playing outside. But here we are at Second Chance Youth Ranch in your home. And are your children excited about Christmas?
Oh, they're so excited. You can't see with the camera, we got our stockings already full in there. They don't know what's in it, but they're touching them every day.
Oh,
what is this? What is
that? Stockings are already packed.
They're packed in there.
Yeah.
So they're really excited, and I think that permeates with the other kids that live here at the ranch as well. They're so excited, and the trees are up, and the presents some of them are under the trees, and everybody's excited.
You know, there is a chance that people right now are watching this because it's Thursday night, pretty late, and they're probably traveling to get to Grandma's house, and they're in a hotel. So let's just take just a moment. You guys came on staff at Second Chance Youth Ranch 15 years ago.
Yes, sir.
Which would be about 2006. And how many kids do you have when y'all moved out here?
Just 7.
All right, let's get that straight. Y'all, when you moved here, Rachel, you were 23.
Yeah.
Y'all had been married for 6 months. You had no children.
None of our own, right.
And we put you in a home, which was at what we call the bank building.
Right.
And y'all had 7 teenage girls. But you now have 2 children of your own. How old are they?
11 and 6.
And the young man is 11, and your little girl is 6.
Right.
They've lived on the ranch up to this point.
Their whole life.
It's the only place they've known is home. This is their house. So you guys have been here a long time. So people that are watching, is there something people can do right now, December the 23rd, the eve of Christmas Eve, even though we've already bought gifts, what would donations go for anyone that would choose to give right here at the end of the year, just right before Christmas, to make a difference in the lives of our 32 children that we care for every day here at Second Chance Youth Ranch?
So it could go for just different needs of the kids that arise throughout the entire year. And also, we've still got a lot of Christmas break left. You know, we would love to take the kids ice skating or maybe to see a
2
movie.
weeks out of school.
Right, to do some fun things with them, maybe buy them a new outfit or two before school starts back, that sort of thing.
And they could do that. They could make that donation right there in the hotel room or in their living room or in their bedroom. 2CYR, Second Chance Youth Ranch. .org.
Right.
There's a tab there that they could give, and boom, it'd be done.
It takes like 1 minute, and you get your receipt right away, and you can get your tax before the end of the tax year. So,
Second Chance Youth Ranch, when I founded it, we founded it as a public benefit charity, so even businesses can give. It's not technically or legally a religious nonprofit. We're a public benefit, and so there's no reason why you, as a business person or just somebody who happens to be viewing right now, they can go online right now, 2CYR, or they could send a check if they wanted to do that.
Sure.
Any gift, it doesn't matter the size. We've never turned away $1 million gift.
Never.
Never received one either. But hey, I believe God. But it doesn't matter the size of the gift, because God doesn't see the size of the gift near as much as He looks at the love of the heart.
That's right.
oh, for sure.
Yeah. And your gift can help us make not just Christmas really special for our 32 children. And maybe right now as we tape this show, maybe we'll have 36 children at the ranch.
We'll have more.
Yeah.
And also this time of year is like Christmas break is like a good break to where judges let children go back with their families. It's summertime and Christmas, so we may be getting new kids very shortly.
Yeah.
And so any kind of donation would help with, clothing, just the basic necessities that they won't have
Because
when
when
they
children
arrive.
come, they arrive, as we've said before. Oftentimes they arrive with nothing.
Correct.
Or with everything they have in a garbage bag.
Starting from scratch,
And
every child.
they need underwear. They need socks.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't sound like very important to many people, because we kind of take for granted that our kids in our homes have socks.
But if
and
you don't
underwear.
have it, it's important.
When they arrive, it's very important. We have a general store here that we keep stocked up for those kind of visits. You can make a difference. And here, right now, while you're just thinking from a purely secular business point of view, you can still get a tax deduction.
That's right, yeah.
Now, you know, we say at this time of year on our cards, Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. You know how to have the happiest New Year ever? Bless a widow or an orphan.
Right.
Because that's perfect religion, undefiled before God. Hey, we're going to take a brief break and let you think about it, show you a video or two, show you some what we call B-roll, and see if God's not speaking to you about how you can plant a seed and to meet a need. We'll be right back with Billy and Rachel.
A mission field around you is filled with young hearts needing a forever family. And at Second Chance Youth Ranch, our team is committed to providing healthy, stable, loving homes and families to hurting children in the Arkansas foster care system and those up for adoption. Please contact us if you feel the tug at your heart to help foster or adopt, and find out the steps you could take to help fulfill a child's lifelong dream. Maybe you can't foster or adopt, but you could help. The need for thousands of children in the system is staggering. But with the help of faithful partners and business alliances, we are meeting those needs right now. Would you help us make a difference? Every gift, regardless of size, impacts a child's life directly and helps provide for a home in the gap right now. Visit the Second Chance Youth Ranch website at 2CYR.org to read more, watch the stories, and to make a contribution for a hurting child's care. Monthly partners are needed, so please contact us right away. And as you partner with this ministry, you are partnering with the Heavenly Father that has promised to be Father to the fatherless. God bless you for helping Second Chance Youth Ranch.
Hey, welcome back to Second Chance Youth Ranch, the Christmas show. It's December 23rd, the eve of Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Now I want you to think about what Christmas was for you as a child. Maybe you didn't get anything because you were poor, or because you weren't poor, or your parents just had credit. You were able to get gifts. But still, the disappointment and or the excitement, that's what our children experience here at the ranch. But we never want them to experience the disappointment.
Right.
They are in care, and they become a part of our ranch family, and we want them to have the best Christmas ever, ever, ever. Billy, is that the best hot cocoa you've ever
It's
tasted?
very hot. Be careful. Yeah.
Yeah. And you and I are decked out for Christmas.
So
and
handsome.
Rachel says, I'm going to bring a little suaveness to the show. So she just platted out in her flannel
I don't want to
top.
take away from y'all's amazingness.
Well, I always try to dress down. I never try to draw attention to myself. Well, it's Christmas. It's Christmas.
Got to be festive.
What a wonderful time of year. I was watching television last night, and I don't know what the show was, but I recognized the guy singing it, but I couldn't determine if it was Bing Crosby or Andy Williams. It was Perry Como. Y'all don't even know who that is, do you?
I know the other two, but not.
Well,
No idea.
he's a crooner. He's a crooner. And you know, this time of year, a lot of people that don't even know those three guys that I just mentioned, they know Silent Night and Jingle Bells and White Christmas. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. You know, they know those songs. Well, those are songs like Bing Crosby sang. And there's just something special about Christmas.
Yeah.
And this is the time of year for those who really think about stewardship that you can plant a seed in good soil like Second Chance Youth Ranch that will ripple. Actually, their gift will ripple not just through this Christmas season, but all through next year. So again, for anyone that's maybe just tuning in, what are some of the things that the monies that are donated at 2CYR.org? There's a tab you can give right now, even while we're talking on television. And those monies go to help our kids throughout the year.
Absolutely.
Some of them come, they don't have anything. We have a general store stocked with underwear and socks and those kind of things. But our families, our individual foster families, also sometimes like to take them out for a hamburger or for ice cream.
Sure. Yeah.
What other things do we do with the funds that are raised throughout the year?
We use that to pay for like school activities, like maybe if they have a field trip to go on and they
Yeah.
need some spending money for that, or like the cheerleaders sometimes will have to go to an away game and they need money to stay
So
in
we
a
have
hotel.
a foster girl that's a cheerleader
Sure,
at
yeah.
Arkansas Christian Academy. And so she goes on trips. Like recently, back during football season, our cheerleaders went to just north of Tulsa to our state championship game. We weren't in the state championship game itself, but in the championship playoffs.
Right.
And they stayed, the whole cheerleader and their sponsor and our football players all stayed in hotels. So that young lady needed to be able to do that, I guess.
Right,
and she
right.
needed spending money. I think the school covered the cost of the hotel, but she needed spending money.
Right.
Yeah. So little things like that, I don't think a lot of people even think about that children in foster care, they occasionally need spending money.
They do,
For-
exactly.
for simple
and we
things.
want them to have those things. You
Yeah.
know, many of them, when they are in their home of origin, participating in stuff like that wasn't
Yeah.
an option. And so when they come here, we want that to be very possible. And, you know, I was thinking about their Christmas list and how they make a list and we buy them their gifts. And it's so funny because a lot of times when our kids first come here and I say they write their first list ever, they'll put, you know, toothpaste or socks or a hairbrush.
Yeah.
And we get to say, no. We got that all taken care of. What do you want for fun? You know, what toys do you want? And so watching them learn that that's going to be possible for the first time is so neat.
Well, even we go back to the cheerleader, she has to have a uniform.
Yeah.
Where does
yeah.
that money come from?
Exactly.
That comes
Those are
from
not
our-
cheap.
No, they're not. And so that money comes from the funds that people donate throughout the year. And just think about that. You're a young lady in high school in foster care. Where do you come up with a couple of $100s to participate in her school activities? And I don't think a lot of people even think about that.
Sure.
You know, so December 23rd, we got our gifts under the tree. What's planned at the ranch? What's going to happen out here? You're going to have some young adults that used to live with us that are still part of our family going to bring their spouse, their children out here?
It's going to be a big weekend. You know, we've had probably, I'd say 500 to 600 kids that's come through Second Chance Ranch in the 16 years that we've been here. Several of those will be coming back with several of their children. So it will be a big deal.
December the 5th, 2005, we opened with our first young man.
Right.
And we've had hundreds that are now part of our lives.
That's right. Forever.
And in our church, down at the end of the street, down by the recreation center, the swimming pool, the pavilion, there is a big tree behind the podium. And on it, every name of every child that's ever lived here is on that tree.
That's right.
You know, when we put that together, without you knowing that, it was really a big gamble to us. Didn't know if you would even like that in a chapel.
Loved it.
You know,
Loved
and
You're not that big on surprises.
I remember when we did that. You were like, well, "We have a surprise for you," and we had it all Christmas paper and all that. And I remember you said, "It's not a picture of me, is it?" And I remember that.
Yeah, that would be tough.
with your Christmas, but no, we unveiled that, and I just know that tears broke out. And everybody that comes back, and we'll do that on Christmas in 2 days. Or maybe even tomorrow. I think kids will come on Christmas
Start on
Eve.
Christmas Eve.
They'll come down, they'll want to go to that chapel, and they'll want to see, they'll show their
see
kids
their name.
where their name is.
Wow, boy, that'll put a tear in your cocoa
will.
right there. Wow, yeah, and I lived at the Methodist home for a little over 3 years. I've only been back to the Methodist home, as far as I can remember, one time, and that was at Christmas when I was at Agape Church. Our young people raised just a little bit of money, and we bought gifts, and we took them to the Methodist Children's Home, 20th and Fillmore there in Little Rock. So this is a really special time of year, and I know that you've tuned in, and I know God's talking to you. I know you feel something as you're watching this. So we're going to take a brief break, check out a little video. We'll be right back with Billy and Rachel.
My favorite part of Ranch Christmas would have to be learning traditions. Every house parent had a different way of doing things, and it's great as a parent and having my own children to have those traditions to look back on and figure out what I want to do with my own. And I'm thankful that I was given that opportunity to just be exposed to different families.
Hey there guys, my name is Sarah Barney. I used to live at the ranch 12 or 13 years ago, and during the holidays was always so amazing. So many different things we got to do. We got to help the homeless, feed the homeless, we got to go shopping, we got to invite our families for Christmas dinner, we got to do just a little bit of everything, honestly. There was so much stuff we could have done. But I would say Christmas time is really amazing at the ranch, and it's always so beautiful out there. So anyone that goes there or visits, I'm sure you will love it, because I sure did. Thanks, guys. Bye.
One thing that I liked about Christmas at the ranch was the people who came and donated for us and seeing the joy on our faces for the things we asked for. And I wanted to thank the ranch for everything they did for me and for all the other kiddos.
I mean, for me at that stage of life when I was at the ranch, it wasn't about presents. I was just one who didn't really care about material things. It was just about having people that loved and cared for me, because I never had that for so long. But I at the ranch, just they showed that to me. They showed that, hey, they really care about me, and even just now getting into adulthood, and now that I'm married, and one day would want to be a father. So I was shown great examples of what a family man is and what families do on Christmas. They've really showed me what families do on Christmas, and that's the whole thing about the ranch is during Christmas it's a family environment, which is something that many of us guys never really known before arriving to the ranch, is what a family environment is. When I got to the ranch, came in and went to, hey, I'm sharing a room with 7 other guys. At first I was like, well, hey, what's this? But you get to know these guys, and you meet your house parents, and it's no different than having a mom and dad and 7 other brothers at the house, and it's a family environment. And that's the beauty of it, is that they don't treat you different from their own. And that definitely shows during the holiday season, Thanksgiving and Christmas. They spread the love equally, and they show the love of Jesus throughout everything.
Hey, we're back.
Okay.
Hold on. Here we are at Second Chance Youth Ranch. We're celebrating Christmas. Here we are on December the 23rd, on the eve of Christmas Eve. The excitement is building. You can almost hear the Silent Night playing down the streets of Destined to Win Road, going the way down to the church. What a great time of year. You know, to me, Christmas has always been a great time of year. Why? Well, we all know why, don't we? And we say it like this: Jesus is the reason for the season.
That's right.
And how can we express our love for God and for Jesus and the grace and mercy He showed us? One way we can is to simply plant a seed in the ministry of Second Chance Youth Ranch. And you can find out more about us at 2CYR, the number 2CYR.org. And I am sure the television crew has put all that information somewhere magically on the screen.
They're so good.
They love
And you can
doing
do that right now while we're talking. They love it when I do that. 2CYR.org, and literally while we're talking and eating cookies, you can plant a seed. And I want to reiterate, as we have in previous shows, I receive no compensation as the founder of the ranch. You guys been here 15 years. Surely in 15 years you've received a raise, but nothing that anyone gives will go to compensate us or the staff. 100% of our donors' giving goes to improve the lives of our children in some tangible physical way.
And you see these nonprofits around the country, they're always, the directors or the founder are getting really rich with multiple houses and all that. And that is not what Second Chance Ranch is about. We're here to impact the kids, not our own pocketbooks.
When I worked in grocery business, I did that for 14 years, we supported a national nonprofit that everybody would recognize the name. It was very united in its outreach. And just check it out online. How much of the gifts that go into that big, huge national nonprofit actually go to the organization. We make sure that our donations go to make a difference in the lives of our kids. Now, let me explain how that works. Sometimes that's to help, like our donations, help buy new vans in 2021, which improves the life of our kids. Matter of fact, when I stepped in the van with a donor last week, I said, I want one of these myself.
They're so fancy.
Beautiful vans. We call them our in-town vans.
That's right.
And then the other things that it provides are things that they need throughout the year. What other things do donations go to?
I mean, it's everything from, you know, hairbrushes and socks to uniforms for school, or to summer vacation so that they can go on a trip and make a memory.
Some of our children, when they come into our care, have never, in their words, even been on a vacation.
No. No,
And
they've
so-
never even made like happy memories with their
Sometimes
family
they take
before.
a couple-day trip to Branson. To some of us, I go to Branson 2 or 3 times a year. Talked to a friend yesterday. Right now, as we're taping this, he's en route to Branson to look at the Christmas lights.
That's right.
And some things that, what we would say a typical family just kind of takes for granted. You know, our annual vacation. Zig Ziglar said if we spend as much time planning our future as we do planning for a vacation, our whole lives would change. Isn't that the truth?
That's true.
So I wonder what it is that you could do that would make the lives of a child in care. And there's many, many wonderful organizations in the state of Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe right there in the community where you're watching this show, that just dropping by and dropping off a gift, a frozen turkey, something like that, could really make an impact.
Sure.
And just think about this. Even if a child doesn't know what you do, just to see somebody drive on campus and drop off packages or a meal in the heart of that child without any explanation. Why do people do that? James, who's operating the camera and will be probably he or my grandson editing this show, years ago we put in a skate park at the church in Bryant when skate parks were not everywhere. And James, as a result, who was a skateboarder and a BMX biker, you know, where they did half pipes and quarter pipes and grind the rails and all that stuff.
He's so cool.
Started coming, he started coming to our youth service because that was required in order to be a part of our skateboard park. And he got born again.
Praise God.
He and his wife went to the same Bible school I did. But one of the young men, while we were building the park, he asked Kenny, who actually lived in this house many years ago, why are y'all putting in a skate park? Everybody runs us off the parking lots. And Kenny said, he told that young man, this is one way this church and our pastor can convey how important you are to us and to Jesus.
Exactly right.
And now James has been on staff. He's an associate minister. He and his wife are actively involved in our TV ministry, our couples ministry, our church.
They lived here for a long time
They
as
worked
foster
on this
parents.
campus for years. And so you never know the things you do that rock in the water that creates a ripple.
That's right.
And a ripple.
Yeah.
And together I say we can create a spiritual tsunami and eradicate foster care in our state.
Yes.
There's
please.
about 3,500, give or take, in foster care young people in Arkansas now.
4,500.
Yeah.
And about 400 needing adoptive families.
Right.
So why not this year at Christmas, as we're celebrating Jesus, the reason for the season, why not consider how you can mentor, adopt, or foster, or donate?
Absolutely.
A small group, an office group, a Sunday school group, a business group. There's so many opportunities. As we're celebrating the love of Jesus Christ, why don't we all work together? We'd love to meet you. Rachel, you got 30 seconds. Tell the folks, what can they do right here at Christmas? Not only get a tax deductible receipt, but what can they do to make a difference in the lives of kids in care?
Oh my goodness. This is the time that everybody wants to give and to make these kids feel special. And so we just invite you to be a part of doing that with us. You can pray for them, drop off a gift, pay for them to do an activity. And you know, I think it's the perfect time to teach your children to give back and to do something for kids who maybe don't have as much as they do. And so bring your group out. We would love to share about our ministry with you and just get you plugged in to teach these children their value and their worth.
Yeah. And if you don't have a church that you're actively involved in, why not visit us at Family Church Bryant, December 26th, 10 a.m. service. It's going to be a big family celebration. And no Sunday school, nothing else. We're going to have a great time. We'd love to meet you there, or any other Sunday, 9 and 11, Wednesday night at 7, when a church alive is worth the drive. Thank you. God bless you. Merry Christmas, and have a prosperous New Year. Bye-bye.